Alright, so we are in the car. This is what I'm talking about. We got the gauge right here. First thing, I know my check engine light is on. Ignore that, please. So we come here. This is when you turn the car on. Let me turn it off and we turn it back on. Alright, it's telling me to fasten my seatbelt. I don't want to do that. Alright, so a couple things. You get, it's going to be different, this setup right here, the volume and the music, because it's a manual. So because it's a manual, the manufacturer wants you to have your right hand on the shift, whatever knob it is, on. So in the automatic, they would give you the volume right here, but ignore that for now. Right here, I get a couple different things. First, it's the Navi, which I never can figure out. Oh, okay. It wasn't letting me use it ever before, so you can use it. First, it's a navigation system. You can take you to your home, previous destination. You can control it right here, so you don't have to touch your sync. Second, you get your Mustang right here. You click that, it would take you to this screen right here, which you can set up your mode, different driving modes that this car comes with. I'll show you that. You can change your mode right here. You can go to track apps, which is very similar to the previous Mustangs. You can count your accelerations. You can see how fast you can brake, line lock for when you want to do a fat burnout at H2O. And you get, let me just go back, and you get a couple other things like lap time and start option, which I'm not gonna go over with you guys, sorry. When we go to the settings, it takes you to your trip and fuel, just like the 2018 ones. It didn't do it. Let me click it one more time. Your trip 1, trip 2, your fuel economy, tire pressures, and that's it. And you get a black screen sometimes. Driver assist, couple different things. I have blind spot. I don't have the adaptive cruise control. You might see that option. And then speedometer, kilometers, I have it on. Great thing about this car, it comes right here. So I have both miles and kilometers. I grew up in a Middle Eastern country where we use kilometers. I'm very familiar with it, so I prefer just to have it just for fun. Whatever stuff, we got different things. We got display setup. So first we can see right here, you guys might have saw, I have gear on. I can have RPM, turn that on. Pretty cool. Now my RPM comes up right here, and I can mess around with that. It shows me the RPM. I don't think it's necessary, so I usually have my gear on, and you can do different stuff with it. You see tire change the measurements and things like that. Let's go back to the Mustang. After track app, you can change your performance shift indicator. We're into shift basically. I have it on drag, so when I shift right here, it's my 7,000, so you can see it's coming up right here on the screen. You guys saw that. I don't want to really rev my car in the parking lot right now. So you can change those stuff. Shift point, I have it at 68, and then you can have a shift tone, which would beep at you. I have it on because my music is always on. I never hear it. Lunge control, you can change that. Rev match, you can change your gauges. It has a lot of different cool stuff. You can have your G-forces on or different stuff. You can set that up. These are all in the digital dash, guys. My colors, you guys can change the colors. And then cluster appearance. This is, you can change it with different modes. So you might ask, what are different modes? That brings it to right here. You get 3 different knobs. One of them is, let me put this right here real quick. Sorry, my car is extremely dirty. I'm sorry about that. Right here, you guys, I get 4 different modes. Again, my car is really dirty. I'm sorry about that. First, you get your hazard lights on, traction control, and then you can change the feel of your steering by it gets really tight or it gets really loose, or it's just normal. And then next, modes. We get 5 different modes. My mode, which I can change it myself, and then I got sport mode. And as you saw, the gauge kind of changes now. It's a little bit more sportier. And then next, my favorite comes to track mode, which gets really aggressive. I really like the look of this one. The only reason I don't keep it like this all the times, I just don't want it for me to get boring. So it's really dope. And then next, we got the drag strip mode, which basically does a little bit, I think, suspend modifications, I think. Not exactly sure. And then snow or wet, which I call it the beginner mode. If you have someone who never drove a Mustang before manual, have them drive in this, you can really feel when you change it to this mode, it takes a lot to accelerate, versus when you have it in normal, you tap on the gas, it goes out a little bit. But when you have it on sport or track mode, only like a little bit tap, it goes up to like, you know, very high RPMs. You can see that the acceleration gets really, really sensitive. So this is basically the interior. You got your coolant AC seats right here. Your Sync 3, which can be plugged into your phone and turns into Apple CarPlay, which is really cool. And you get 2 gauges here that I never look at, oil pressure and vacuum section. So basically those are it. I'm not gonna really go over the main things with you guys, but basically this is interior. Some cheap plastic. On the 2019, they changed the plastic. They listened to their customers, so they added another layer of, I don't know, this letterette, I guess, on here, and they kept this as plastic. This is still really nice looking, and everything else, in my opinion, it's all right. Door, they took, this used to be all plastic and they changed it, so this is pretty nice. I've seen a lot of videos where people mainly complain about the interior being cheap. It's not that cheap. It's all right, especially in this one. It's the back of my car. We got the Corsa Extreme right there. We got the Coyote in the back, 275s in the back, Continental, Conti Pro content. We got the AS3s in the front for a little bit more of control. We got some grill lights inside. We got one more Coyote here, and this is basically the review of my 2018 or 2019 Mustang. I hate when this happens. Till next video. See ya.